Hi, I'm Rena Lee, and I'm really excited today because we're going to talk about It's All About Rotisserie Chicken. And you know, this show, cookingwithrenalee.com, was launched because I was very passionate about food, and with a recent health challenge, I really had to do something different with my life. So being always with a weight problem since I was 200 pounds in grammar school, lost 150 pounds to get to this stage, I decided to do a cooking show with my partner, and I'm really excited because we're taking traditional recipes and we're adding whatever it is we have in the refrigerator. And we're doing 2 chickens, rotisserie chickens, and 4 recipes today. So stay tuned, we're gonna do it right now. All right, so I'd like to introduce my friend and chef in training, Rory Holiday, and that's really his name. And Rory comes from a family of 4, 2 teenage boys, and he has parents that are teachers. So we talked about rotisserie chicken. So today we decided, when we talked back and forth, is we're going to do wild rice and chicken soup. We're going to do ginger chicken and vegetables. And I'm so excited to do our chicken with cranberries and almonds on a beautiful pocket bread. And then the last but not least, my favorite, is my chicken chili with vegetables and black beans. So we're going to get started with showing you how to begin with a rotisserie chicken. So I just went and I already deboned one. So this is my second rotisserie chicken. And we took off just from one chicken enough to be able to make the soup and the chicken salad. So here is the chicken with the juice, and I remember took out any fat because it was refrigerated. And I put it in my pan, and I sauteed a little garlic and onion first in a little olive oil. And I put in some chicken broth. So I'm gonna put it all together for you right now, okay? We're gonna start with our chicken broth. This is my second one because I like a brothier soup. I don't know about you. So we have chicken broth. I roasted the garlic in the pan with the olive oil and onion. And I'm gonna cook that up. We can throw that right in here. Now, remember, this is about fast and easy, economical, and healthy. So we look at a couple things. One is I have some fresh spinach, but remember, frozen vegetables are flash frozen, so they're always done when they're at their peak of season, so they're really good to use, a high quality. So I have a little bit of frozen spinach and some fresh spinach, and I've already cut up some vegetables to start throwing it in the pot. So let's do that, Rory. Okay. Rory's gonna start with our rice because we're going to do all 4 recipes today with you. So Rory, remember, it's chicken broth, 4 cups of chicken broth, and 2 cups of rice. Okay. So here's our nice little rice cooker that we bought from a drugstore actually, and we have fancier ones as well. But you just go ahead, and I'm going to have you start the rice, and I'm excited because the rice is a blend of wild and black. And I like that nuttier flavor. So this is the second cup of rice. He's going to get that started. And I'm going to put together our soup. Okay?
I also prefer the wild rice.
You like the wild rice. Well, it has a richer flavor,
yes,
too.
It does.
I like it. So we're going to throw it in a pot. And while that's cooking, then we're going to do our ginger chicken next. So let's start with the vegetables. Okay? I have a little tip for you. I did about a cup and a half of celery. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that in, my celery. And what I did, and this is a little tip, is I cut 3 slices in the celery just to show you. So I take in all of our celery and I slice them lengthwise, and then all I do is hold them and make sure that you don't get your fingers cut, okay? And I just cut. I like smaller pieces, but you know what? This is all preference. And there you go. Yeah, so we're just gonna just throw that in there, and we save everything, so I'm gonna hold that aside for something else. Now, leeks. I love leeks. So what I did was I chopped up, you see the size of the leek, wash it really well, And then I chopped it up and I'm going to throw it in my soup. And that's about 2 cups of leeks because I love onions. But remember, this is all about you. Putting into this pot what your family loves. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That's why it's called throw it in a pot chicken soup. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the rest of this up. And we're going to throw all of this in.
I have really good memories of leeks. My mom always used to, when I was younger, she'd always make a really good potato leek soup.
Really?
Yes, and it was always nice on a really cold day. You know, during the winter, kind of Christmas time. She'd make this really warm, or when you're sick, you know, she'd make this really nice and really, it'd always warm you up.
So is that one of the reasons why all those memories that you really wanted to be a chef, and that's why you're doing this now? Because you had told me about your aunt's recipe, and it's a memory. Food is a memory. It surrounds us in everything we do. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our carrots. Now keep in mind, I cut the carrots earlier, but I'm going to show you a trick about the carrots as well. I'm going to actually put most of the carrots, about 1.5 cups, because I love carrots in soup. So we're going to do the carrots. I'm going to save a little for another recipe, which is my chili recipe, which I like carrots in too. All right, so we're going to take our wonderful carrot, same thing as we did for the celery, okay?
Make sure to wash them very good.
Well, I'm going to show you a little trick. And I don't know about you, but because I have a lot of pain in my hand, I have to be very careful about the tools that I use. So I am actually using this wonderful peeler. And I love this peeler because it peels really quickly. And I use it for everything. See, look at how fast. And you can find this in any store. Okay, there we go.
Half the time is my little peeler that I use in my house.
Oh yeah, I try to make everything as easy as possible, saving steps. I remember my first job was Burger King, and every time I would walk by something, the manager would say, pick something up. You know, he would say, pick something up, and I'm like, that's a thought. So now everything we do, we use all the ingredients, we save steps, we save money, and guess what? Save a few calories in the meantime. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I did was I cut it in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to slice, so I have beautiful carrots. I'm just going to show you so you can see. Now that's what that looks like. I love that, all these little tricks. Save time. Now remember, you can cut up all these ingredients and put them in little containers with tops, and you can have this all prepared for maybe Sunday when you have a cooking day for the week, so you have 4 meals for your family. All right, so we're going to put in about, I'd say, about 1.5 cups of frozen spinach, and remember, you can use the fresh spinach, which I have here as well. So we're putting the spinach in as well, and yay! I cooked the brown rice yesterday. All right, now we're going to do broccoli. I have about 1.5 cups of broccoli. That's fresh. And remember, you can use frozen as well. And I have beautiful flat leaf parsley. Smell that.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I like that.
Is just wonderful.
I know, and it's about 1 cup of flat leaf parsley, and I'm going to show you, I left a little bit of parsley here, how I chop it up. And remember, fresh is not as potent as dried, but I love fresh parsley. In fact, in our garden, we grow it. Okay, there we go there.
Is this particular batch from the garden?
Yes, it is. Yes, I have curled and flat leaf. So that's cooking. All right, I'm going to chop up a little bit more. Okay. Make sure you roll your fingers. You don't want to cut your fingers now.
No, so far I've been successful at keeping on my fingers.
Yeah, that's good. And his mother asked me to make sure he kept his fingers. One of my favorite tools is my little scraper, because I like to work clean. And there you go. Okay, now I took corn on the cob. Now I also bought it fresh because it was beautiful. I'm in California, but you might be in Minnesota. So guess what? If you go to the frozen department, you can get beautiful corn on the cob. And I have about a cup of corn on the cob in here. Okay, we're gonna throw in a bay leaf or two. There you go. A little bit of thyme, yes. Okay, so now we're gonna put some salt and pepper, a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. Depending on how much you like. And the chicken is going in. Are we ready? Okay, chicken. Okay, with all that beautiful juice. And the rice. This is about 2 cups of rice. It's about 2.5 cups of chicken. Remember, there's no right or wrong when it comes to soup. Just throw it all in the pot. You can open up your refrigerator, you can look at the vegetables that you have and make a delicious soup. Now, because I'm watching my waistline, I don't have cornbread or French bread, or Italian bread, but for a family, you might want to do that. All right, so come take a look at this beautiful soup. And this is definitely a soup that you can cool and package for the week, so you have a healthy meal every single day. So come take a look at this beautiful chicken soup. So while this chicken soup is cooking, we're gonna go on to the next meal. Remember, I only used a couple of legs and a little bit of the white for this chicken soup. Now we're gonna use the rest of the chicken for the chicken salad sandwich. We'll be right back.